We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Red, yellow, black, ultra. Yellow, one. Yellow, blue.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 22. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Tua finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And Connor will ram his way in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tanner Connor punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. timeouts, and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a offensive coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 76 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. These two teams all tied after one. Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Tua on 4th down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-six. And now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Dolphins take over first down at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Tua going to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here we go. Red, yellow. Black open. Yellow blue. Set.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
I think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Taken in at the 11. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. But 1st down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
2 and now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. On 2nd and 9, Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Hill. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Tyreek Hill's got another one. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
18 rebels.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Tua to throw.
He's going to take another shot here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll go again with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 100.
The home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. That's the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Here we go. Here we go. Right, 97.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert to about the 48-yard line. 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Tua. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Play action, now it's Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a game.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Tua going to run the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 27 yards. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Vontae Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. What if we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Steal. Check steal. Right through. You. Yellow. Black check.
Tua sets up to pass it. On the out route, he's got Mostert.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Here we go. 3-3.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens,
Just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Tua going to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Steps away. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Well, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a...
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Javon Holland.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Hurts.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Hurts.
Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Ready. Reset. Drop. 17. Red. Cycle. Ready.
Another try after the first down sack.
Tua.
It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Tua now on first down. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, here's Tua.
And He's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have on production means they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. On first down, Hurts. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him a couple on the kick. Second and 8. Sanders toss left side. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Brings up third and 7.
19 tight.
They'll look to throw here. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
In motion right is Watkins. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Great stop by Darius Slay to back up the offense.
Brings up second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss.
Now Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now here's Mahomes.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Colin Saunders, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A 3-yard loss on play.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 22, Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw.
He's got Edwards-Helaire on the out route. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
19 right.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Hurts. Out to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
18 Rattler. Panther 11.
Hurts. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 9 on the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well timed. I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
To throw, it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're going to get this up to midfield. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass complete, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
That's good.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
15.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 58 yards. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. Another run with Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney, 33 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's
Here's Butker on to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all in the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Easy.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Hurts. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. It's this ball to his running back, Jerick McKinnon. And they work. sight that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Arrowhead. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On second and 9, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Trip McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now it's Herbert. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Herbert on 1st down now. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Fights through him. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it'll be 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Popped
Falcons with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Mahomes now on first down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Completes it to Hardman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Right to the air is Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Attack! Yellow!
Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes now on first down. A dump down to McKinnon.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got this down to the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. They run once more with McKinnon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Now he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that's a great play for that defensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Allen now on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On first down, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
They run here with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
And he's got room. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is all the way up past the 25.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
15. Yellow.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Flush to his right.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Dancing to his, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20 from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Allen going to give this one to Singletary to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll check this down to Hines. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
To the air, Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. They'll run on first down with Singletary. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Now it's Hines. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills!
Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. Now a give, this is McKinnon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes, and his throw is incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
43, 43, 50, yellow, 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 yellow. Yellow. Here, 15. Hey, rip list.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. McKinnon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Eluding the pressure right. This for all the marbles. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Going deep for Diggs. And the comeback.